Good day. As you can see, this sheet is about types of fire extinguishers. And fire is very important in a chemistry lab because sometimes we want to have a fire, like with a lab burner, but more importantly, we want to know how to be able to put fires out if we had a fire that got out of control. So to start a fire, we need a fuel source, we need oxygen, and we need a source of ignition. If we're lighting a lab burner, our fuel source is natural gas. We get oxygen from the air, and we have to make a spark with a flint to get it going. If we can wipe out one of those three things, at least one of those three things, then we can prevent fires from happening. So Class A fire extinguishers fight fires of combustible materials, and you can see it says here paper, wood, cardboard, plastics, and that is going to be water is going to do the job for that. So water can smother the fire, but it's also very good at absorbing heat, and that means it's going to take the temperature down to the point where we no longer have the fire. Class B talks about flammable or combustible liquids. So gasoline, kerosene are examples, grease and oil. So you might think of like in a mechanic shop. They have to be very careful. And if you think of it in kitchen you got to be careful with grease and things. So you definitely want Class B around if you're in that situation. Class C is for electrical equipment. Class D says in a chemical laboratory. So it says combustible metals. That means metals that will actually burn. And it is only for that type of fire. Like we have Class A, B, and C fire extinguishers all built into one. But Class D has to be specific. And Class K, then we're back to talking about the oils we mentioned in kitchen. It says water extinguishers are for Class A fires only. Never use in other ones. One of the problems with D is if you throw water on sodium, it'll catch on fire and ultimately it may explode. So here are descriptions of other things that we find in these different types of fire extinguishers. And although I don't plan to test you a lot on that, I thought you might find it interesting.